Boom. Alright, what's up you guys? It's Royce Jacob. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to be talking about how Render token is on an absolute rampage right now. And even better, the price action that we are currently seeing is not just some hype-driven rally. There is good reason for it. Render just made a couple of very promising announcements, which of course we will be diving into over the course of this video. And as far as the charts are concerned, things are looking great, you guys. It's looking to me like we have just officially initiated the second wave of our good old two-wave pattern. And you guys know the drill. The second wave is not just a wave, it is a tsunami. So I'm super pumped to talk to you guys about price action, price targets, as well as fundamentals in today's video. Let's get into it. But before we do, you guys, please give the video a like if you're as pumped about Render as I am. I've said it before and I'll keep saying it, you guys. I do think that this is one of the projects in the crypto space right now that can truly bring fundamentally driven life-changing gains in the case that they do execute, and based on the competency of their team, I have to assume there will. So if you guys are pumped about RNDR, please give the video a like. That means a lot. Let me know in the comments down below what your 2022 price targets for Render are, because we will be discussing, at least I'll be discussing mine in this video as we dive into the charts. Let me know in the comments down below as well if you guys are content with the current size of your Render positions, or if you want to pick up more. If you do, I'm going to say that's fine, because I mean, when we talk price targets, it'll make sense that this might be a very promising buying opportunity. So just let me know in the comments down below what you guys are excited about in terms of this project, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, want to follow the Render journey, want to join the Waves fam. Also, do have a little AirPods Pro Max giveaway going down in a couple of days for Christmas, you guys. It is the season, and thankfully the markets are treating it like as such after a few weeks of carnage, but it's looking like things are finally turning around. You guys, subscribe to the channel, join the Waves fam. You guys don't want to miss the giveaways. And we got a great community around here, okay? So appreciate it if you guys subscribe and help your boy get to 50K just in time for 2022. Don't think we'll make it, but hey, you can try, right? So anyway, after that, all that said, we will dive into the charts at the very end of the video, because of course we do have to cover the fundamentals first, okay? Got to establish the reasons, the announcements that were made that led to the parabolic rally that we're currently seeing. Next to TradingView, again, this is at the end. We'll dive into price targets and price action at the end of the video. But next to TradingView, we do have CoinMarketCap just to cover RNDR's 24-hour price action and 7-day price action. Take a look at their market cap as well, because you guys know I always say, and I mean, this is just the objective truth, when determining fair value of a project, it's not the token price, right? The token price is completely irrelevant. It's a token price times the circulating supply, which ultimately dictates the market cap and the value of the overall project. So we'll talk about the market cap of Render, which is only $1 billion. You guys, seems pretty damn light for a potential AWS disruptor, and yeah, that'll just come into play when necessary for the conversation, okay? So as always, CoinMarketCap right next to TradingView. In terms of the announcements that we're going to be looking at, this is Render's Twitter. Go check them out for yourself if you guys want to dig deeper. We're just going to kind of go over the basics of it, okay? But we do have Render's Twitter right here. We have a couple of their announcements made. You guys, just a shout right now, go watch the video at the very top of Render's Twitter that they do have pinned. It shows you the competency of this team, some of the advisors, some of the people that are working with this project. People right here, if you guys are in the NFT space, you know people, and it just makes you, trust me, it will make you that much more bullish. So go watch if you guys are engaged with the Render project yourself. And these are the news articles that we'll be quickly touching on, okay? Before we do any of that, I do want to read through the excerpt that I wrote in this morning's newsletter on Render token, just because it summarizes my thoughts on Render and how pumped I am on this project right now. Okay, so let's read through this and we'll dive into Twitter, close it out with price action. All right, so Render is ripping. That's definitely going to be in the title of today's video. Render on a rampage, Render ripping. I'll figure it out once I upload this video. The price spike we're seeing today was catalyzed by a couple of very promising announcements. The first is a new $30 million round of funding led by Multicoin Capital, and the second is that the Winklevi Gemini Exchange just announced that they'll be offering Render token. So a little spoiler, but we'll get into a little more detail into Twitter once we jump into it after this, okay? Here's a Twitter profile. Jump into it again after this. Bang, bang, baby. The backing of a reputable firm and more access to retail investors. These are both extremely bullish pieces of news, and this makes me even more irresponsibly bullish. You guys will recognize that term. Don't use it too much, but right now, And over the course of 2022, you guys, this project has so much potential. I do feel irresponsibly bullish on Render from a fundamental perspective. And again, second wave is here. So short term, irresponsibly bullish as well. I know you guys are familiar with our patent pending two-wave theory, and what we're seeing now is looking like a pretty textbook initiation of that second wave. You'd also know that the second wave is always more of a tsunami than the first wave, so get ready, team. I think RNDR, spoiler alert, but again, I'll rationalize this as we dive into the charts. We'll see $20 plus during Q1 of 2022, and again, as we dive into the charts, I'll do my best to rationalize that price target, okay? And hey, maybe it's even a little more. That might be conservative. Okay, last plugs, you guys, and then we'll jump into the good stuff. You guys, if you do want one of these bad boys in your email inbox every trading day, the newsletter where I explain my thoughts, rationalize the trades I'm making, along with a complete breakdown of my entire personal portfolio. You want to know what I'm buying, Render, Mana, Bitcoin miners, Coinbase, crypto equities, whatever, any equities, you guys. Check out my complete portfolio, complete list of exactly as it states, my entire portfolio, $15 a month, $40 for every 3 months. Do my best to make this worth your guys' hard-earned money, so it means a lot if you guys check that out. But if not, as always, no worries. I appreciate you guys watching now. And last but not least, gonna jump into the Discord right after I finish recording this video. Do hop in there every trading day. At least I do my best to. Pretty much every trading day I hop in here, talk shop with you guys, do a little live Q&A. And it's not just me, that's the important part of this, you guys. It's the community, the Waves fam, strongest fam in the game. And I'm super pumped for what 2022 has to bring for the Waves fam. Okay, so use code. If you're interested, of course, you can use code HOLIDAY50 for 50% off exclusive access to the Waves Discord. That link is down below as well. Plugs out of the way. That's just the game, you guys. It's a business. Let's talk technicals after we talk fundamentals, okay? So Render, the two pieces of news we did briefly cover in here, but let's take a look at their actual announcements. Next phase of the Render network, building the open metaverse with multi-coin capital. You guys can, again, go to the website for yourself. Take a look at these articles for yourself if you're interested. But right now, once again, we are just going to read kind of the cliff notes, okay? So, quote, today I'm excited to announce that Multicoin Capital led a $30 million round into the Render network. Our friends at Alameda Ventures, Sfermion, and the Solana Foundation also participated. You guys, the fact that Solana is integrating themselves, is backing them again, along with all of the individuals that are in this video. You guys go watch this video. It'll make you that much more bullish on Render, and it'll justify why I'm so freaking excited about this project. What do you see? The people, the individuals that are working with Render, that have competency, that have weight in the space. But anyway, that's awesome. Also participate along with Angels, Vinny Lingham, and Bill Lee. So great there. And then let's take a look quickly. Where is it? That's it right there. They're just, okay. Update on Gemini listing. Trading for Render is now available. So you guys, that's pretty self-explanatory. We don't have to dig into that. But Gemini Exchange by the Winklevi. Henry and Tyler Winklevoss, the two Bitcoin billionaires. Read that book if you haven't yet. But Gemini Exchange, one of the largest U.S. exchanges. And this is bringing RNDR token to the US, and this is huge. Again, you guys, when it comes to a project, especially a project the size of Render, $1 billion market cap, exposure access, you guys, is what brings hype. You guys know the drill for especially the crypto markets. This is a great project, and now that we've found a gem, it's all about exposure and accessibility to those who will one day find out that it's a gem themselves and then buy some. So again, the fact that this is now available to the US via Gemini Exchange is huge. Again, accessibility, $1 billion market cap is nothing, you guys. When you look at SHIB, Doge, $20+ billion coins that are literally meme coins, this is potentially disruptor to AWS, Amazon Web Services. Not sure on the exact stats behind what AWS composes of Amazon's market cap, which is $2 trillion+, right? So the fact that AWS is one of Amazon's primary profit puppies, go look it up. I wish I had the stats. I should have had them ready. That's okay. You guys can go look it up for yourself. You're all smart as I am. So go look it up for yourself. But the fact that this has the potential to disrupt AWS in a decentralized way. So it incentivizes those on the network. That's the beauty of a lot of crypto, right? Is it incentivizes people to actually hold the token and, in this case, do the rendering by holding the coin, which is that beautiful flywheel effect that a lot of cryptocurrencies have in the decentralized world. So, Render, again, I think this can easily reach $100 billion market cap. Obviously, from $1 billion, that's 100x, and that would lead to, give or take, of course, the circulating supply does. There's always a little bit more pumped into the system, but say that from current circulating supply, we do 100x, that would take us to a $570 RNDR, which Would be beautiful. Again, I'm not promising that in the next few weeks. I'm not promising that in 2022. But hey, over the next 3, 5, 10 years, you guys, 100x for on any time horizon is freaking amazing. Okay, so I do think this thing has 100x potential. Right now, it's looking good. Again, the second wave has been initiated. I've had this rocket drawn here for quite a while now, and we've finally broken out, guys, and I couldn't be more stoked to see it. So we'll talk. We'll talk shorter term price action. We'll go to the 4-hour candles for this guy, and then we'll close it out on the daily candles. I'll zoom out a little bit and talk to you guys about where I think this could go in 2022. But for now, let's talk about this breakout. So Render, again, had this. This is a textbook two-wave, you guys. So if you are not familiar with the waves fams, coined, patent pending, once again, two-wave pattern, it is the first wave up. Again, this first wave, primarily caused by Chamath, opensea, mentioning it on the All In podcast. So to put this on my radar, and I mean, doesn't need much more than Chamath's cosign, in my personal opinion, godfather of the SPAC. Once he co-signed this, and then once I heard people at the Solana conference that this was one of the primary projects that they were pushing, I mean, those two, the combination of those two things made me hyper bullish. And again, seeing the fact that this thing has a $1 billion market cap is staggering, if I'm being honest. Okay, so hopefully you guys have a bag of Render. Again, let me know in the comments down below if you got a bag of Render, or if you are looking to accumulate more over, before this thing pops off again. You guys, once the two wave is here, once the second wave is here, again, that tsunami comes in quick, comes in hot. So first wave, again, hype driven rally. You see a very clean rally, though. This is not just a parabolic rally. This is a very organic rally. Bubble did pop in the wake of the greater macro kind of volatility. Again, even the equity markets along with the crypto markets, we're seeing some pain over the past few weeks. That's all right. Weed out the weak, weed out the leverage, make room for those who have diamond hands for the long term, like myself, and hopefully you guys as well. Self-proclaimed diamond hands, sometimes not, but in this case, definitely diamond handed. And yeah, you guys, the second wave is here. This is like a classic, and big parabolic but organic move up, followed by a little bubble pop capitulation. We're finding the floor around here, right around $4. Psychological even found that floor, and then just a few days back, we did officially break the line of resistance on the downtrend from Render's all-time high on November 20th, just about a month ago. And we are seeing this parabolic rally, crazy volume coming in, and these are all like textbook tells of the second wave, and I couldn't be more stoked about what's to happen. So let's talk about Q1 2022 price targets, you guys. I did the similar thing for Mana and Sand. And I will say, this is completely speculative. I'm not saying that this is guaranteed to work every time, but from what I've seen in my history, and you guys know, I just based on the names that we cover on the channel, I do specialize in hyper growth sectors of the market, okay? I've made the majority of my net worth playing these hype-driven rallies, playing these bubble up. In this case, it's not a bubble. The price action may reflect that of a bubble, and hey, maybe it is a short-term bubble, but I will never engage in something, even if I do think it has short-term bubble price action potential, if I don't believe in the underlying fundamentals of the project itself. In this case, I very much do, okay? And I'm willing to withstand the volatility. But as a trader, you still got to do your best to optimize gains. So short-term, where will I begin taking some short-term profits, waiting for a pullback, and then re-entering? It's going to be, again, one more disclaimer. I'm not guaranteeing this is going to happen. This has just been, I've just seen something similar to this happen in the past. Again, a lot of the hype-driven rallies that I've engaged with, that I've spectated myself and played myself, this tends to be a decent gauge, okay? So the way I've dictated this, and again, I did it in Mana and Sand as well. I'll probably be talking about it again in a couple of days when I make another Mana Sand video. But you just take the percentage gain from the base of the initial rally of the first wave, where we first went parabolic, and you could gauge it down here, right? When we first started seeing momentum, maybe even down here at $1. But just to play conservatively, you guys, I will take it from the base here when we saw this crazy parabolic rally from about $1.80 to about $3.80. So over a 2x in a single daily candle in a single day. That led to, again, that week and a half or so of price action, of beautiful organic growth. And that, from the base of the initial pop to the peak of that rally, was about 365%. And again, that's, you see this pattern in multiple things. It's about the same percentage gain that Mana and Sand both saw as well, okay? So if you simply mirror that, This is, again, you guys, this is why the second wave in terms of token price is larger, but the percentage gain is still the same. The psychological aspect of it is so similar. So I'm gonna get that rocket out of the way a little bit. If you mirror the 365% gain from the base of this rally, I'll can it right there, give or take maybe a buck or two, you guys. Again, this is just ballpark, but it's just to give you guys an idea of when. And of course, you guys can sign up for the newsletter, know exactly when I'm trading, when I'm taking profits, and when I'm buying back in, etc., etc. But if you simply mirror that percentage gain by with the base of the parabolic rally that we just saw yesterday, because this daily candle literally just closed before I recorded this video, from the base here around $4.40, we'll just call it, that would take us to the same 365% rally. That would take us up to about $21.50. So my conservative price target for RNDR in Q1 of 2022, because again, you guys, the second wave is here. This usually happens pretty quick. My price target for Q1 of 2022 is going to be conservatively 21 bucks. Exactly, if you mirror this once again, that would take us to about 21.50. But you know, 20 bucks, I'd be happy with that, because that's just under a 4x from here, and we'd absolutely love to see it, you guys. Okay, so again, we'll call it there. I will be keeping you guys posted on Render. Again, if you guys do want to stay tuned for the little AirPods Max giveaway in the next couple of days, I'm assuming you will, subscribe to the channel, give you a way better chance of just that whole giveaway, obviously. But again, join the fam, you guys. 2022, feeling good. 2021 closed down on kind of a funky note, but that's the nature of the game, you guys. It's all about sticking with it and keep on keeping on, okay? Keep that shit up. Straighten up, soldiers. Stiffen up that upper lip. You got me. Okay, so we'll call it there, you guys. I'll catch you guys downstairs in the comments. And until next time, always remember, take action, make waves. Peace.